All right, hello there, everybody. This is Cholera, and I am bringing you a highly requested game, fresh back from my kind of self-imposed hiatus of a month. This is Sangho versus Guemchi, and I know normally I would basically not want to do games like this because of the players being played. I don't like Guemchi particularly much. I don't know Ryan Shield or Sangho, but I trust your judgment. That's right, your judgment, viewers. And I am going to do this game because you guys recommended it. So we got ourselves a Protoss versus Protoss. This, I believe, is Sangho on the right side, playing for ESTRO. He is the brown Protoss player, and on the left we have Guemchi playing for what team would that be? He would be playing for whatchamacallit? Sparkies. Or is it Stars? Actually, no, I think he's playing for Stars. Yeah. All right, so he is playing for Stars, Wunjin Stars, and he is the Protoss on the left side of the map. In, I believe, actually I don't know what the colors are, because this will obviously show us green for both. So this was a Protoss versus Protoss played on August 10th, and I got a couple of recommendations. It's supposed to be a fun game, and certainly, it doesn't take big names to have a fun game. You don't need to have, a Jaedong or a Flash or a Reach in a game to make it fun. Certainly it could be done with these two players, who I don't recognize by face at all, by the way. So there's Guemchi, and both of them are building building pylons inside their base. Wow, that's exciting so far. No, there's the white Protoss, by the way. That is what Guemchi is. This is played in the STX Masters competition. I have been a little bit out of the loop in terms of exactly all these mini tournaments that have been going on, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but this is a King of the Hill elimination format, and Guemchi has been on top of the hill for 3 games, so that's pretty impressive. Certainly, or this is his 3rd game, rather. He's won 2 games against ESTRO so far, and of course it's a best-of-7 series, so he certainly could put his team far ahead against ESTRO. Looks like we got ourselves Gateway Gas here, and looks like Gateway Gas also for Guemchi. Guemchi on the left, Sangho on the right, and we're going to see what happens this game. Protoss versus Protoss and Heartbreak Ridge. I would say probably a shuttle-heavy game. Although, I'd say shuttle heavy. There's just a lot of ways to go by shuttle, and in the middle of the map, it's not that easy to intercept one. So I do expect both to go for Reavers unless there's some kind of bizarre rush going on. And we're going to see what happens here. Not a horrible map either for a fast expand, actually. But generally not a great Protoss map, in my opinion. I think it favors Zerg a lot. And possibly even Terran against Protoss. Anyway, but looks like we've got ourselves one probe inside of the respective bases. We've got ourselves, looks like identical timings there. Might be 1 probe difference between the 2. And yeah, basically both have gone for, 2 pylons before a core, I believe. Or actually, no, I'm not sure what it was. There's a decent manor pylon there from Guemchi on Sangho, catching 1 probe and 2 patches there. And looks like Sangho is not going to attack it. Okay, now he is. He needs to get that thing down before he suffers any economic damage. And looks like he's just going to cancel. So probe's still alive also for Sangho instead of Guemchi's base. Both players need to get a Dragoon out most likely before able to tech further, unless they want it to be revealed. 3rd pylon going up also. Both players playing a relatively slower opening. 2nd Zealot coming out for Sangho, also called Ryan Shield. Looks like we got ourselves a range going down too for both players. Identical build so far. This has got to be epic, guys, because this game is opening up a little bit slow. But hopefully we're gonna have some, like Dark Archon Arbiter action. Anything's possible. We'll see some carrier action. Looks like we got ourselves a Dragoon and 2 Zealots for both players. We're gonna see where they meet in the middle. Meanwhile, I'm gonna look up the stats on this map. I'm actually curious about the breakdown. Looks like it is Terran versus Zerg. It's Terran favored, and Zerg versus Protoss. It is Zerg favored, and Protoss versus Terran's actually slightly Protoss favored, so it's wrong. I was a little bit wrong, but it's almost completely even. But actually, it's a pretty well balanced map, I'd say. I do like Zerg in general on this map, but it looks like Terran does have a slight advantage over Zerg too. 2nd gateway going up for both players, and a robotics facility for both players, most likely. Yep, there's a robo. So 2-gate robo here. I think this usually indicates to me that we're going to see a robotics support bay afterward, but I could be wrong here. We've got ourselves same amount of units, mirror matchup. but we're going to see some proxy Stargates, I bet, right now. That would be right about perfect for craziness factor. Oh, looks like we got ourselves a pylon jump here. Oh, intercepted, though. No way is Guemchi going to allow someone called Ryan Shield to get a probe in. Ryan Seacrest to get a probe in. And, yeah, there's the range almost finishing. Range almost finishing here, most likely. Robotic support bay, come on. Don't give me an observatory, guys. You know, prove me right by putting down that robo support bay. Do it. Do it. You know you want to. You know you want to, boring ESTRO player. Sorry, I don't know anything about him, but he seems boring to me. Guemchi also, I know, has been a little more exciting, at least in one game. And he's building a robotic support bay, which makes me like him. And so is the other dude, which makes me like him also. So both players have gone for what I expected, making me happy. So, I don't know why, it just does. It makes my predictions worthwhile, I guess, for once. We've got ourselves basically the revert game that we're going to be seeing soon, and it's going to be hard for either player to expand for a decent amount of time without possibly losing the game really quickly. Because that's what often happens if you have a mirror build and one player expands just too early without managing to take out a couple of units or take down a shuttle or something like that. We've got ourselves pylons on both sides, all sides rather, of this guy's base, Guemchi's base. Guemchi looks like he's not going to expand. We've got pylons all over Sangho's base. We'll see if either player decides to go for what Stork has done in the past and get speed reavers really early and go for kind of a speed reaver suicide bomb or whatever inside the probe lines. That would be exciting to watch. And we've got ourselves possibly a battle in the middle here. There's a probe from Guemchi going to get killed off. And I think Guemchi's going to have the earlier shuttle and reaver. There it is. Not sure if this is going to be able to do that much, though, because we've got Sangho loading up. It's going to come down to micro, of course. Not going to be any real unit variation here. It's going to be a completely mirror in builds up to this point. And you could see the tension in their faces, man. No, you can't, actually. They both lack facial expressions. Anyway, we got ourselves... Oh, look at this! Actually, a pretty damn good move by Guemchi there. Holy crap, he completely stole a march, as the military experts would call it, around the whole army of Ryan Shield. But Ryan Shield now is saying, oh my god, I'm going to do the same thing inside of your base. So, alright, this game has suddenly gone from boring to hilarious because both players have basically walked around each other. That's something you could do on Heartbreak Ridge, of course, because there's two routes to each other's bases, and both are like, what am I going to do? What is the optimal strategy here? Is it to try to save something in my base, or is it just to, you know, just destroy everything as quick as I can? So basically, we're going to be in a base trading operation here. Of course, the only base they're trading is their main base. So it looks like, though, the Brown Protoss, which is Sangho, has managed to evacuate more probes. I don't know whose army is bigger, though. I really can't tell. Both have one Reaver and a bunch of Dragoons alive, and this is going to be, wow, this is going to be crazy here. Sangho is mining, but I don't think he has anything to bring it back to. Sangho is going to kill off the Nexus, though, of the other dude who's, what's he doing? Oh, he's building a Nexus! Oh my god, that is Guemchi's Nexus, by the way, inside of Sangho's base, and I think Sangho is not going to be happy about this, but no, he built a Nexus of his own! Wow, so both players have saved up the necessary 400 minerals. It's a base switch here, and this is hilarious. Looks like we got ourselves maybe an evacuation. I don't know what's going on. Looks like Guemchi, the white Protoss, is going to pick up that Reaver and those Dragoons and rescue them from the base. So we've got ourselves a base switch. Oh my god, my mind is blown right now. It looks like basically this game just went from really stale to really epic. I don't think either player expected or planned this out, but I am glad to see that, you know, their reaction times were so quick in terms of figuring out exactly what to do, you know? Basically, which is bring probes over and build a new Nexus. Well, I guess that